Hello, I'm Christine Cohen Park, and it's a beautiful morning here in Sussex, and this is my Friday book read recommendation, and I'm reading The Museum of Broken Promises by Elizabeth Buchan. I'll show you the front. There it is. It's the most absorbing book. It's set in Czechoslovakia in the 1980s, before the wall comes down, and under the communist regime, and partly in Paris, where the Museum of Broken Promises comes in. And it's the story of a young woman in her early 20s, finds herself joining a family from Paris, but a Czech family in Prague. And it's a story of her youth, her excitement about living in Prague. It's a wonderful evocation of Prague, and of her love affair with a dissident songwriter and puppeteer, and her involvement in a marionette theatre in Prague. And it's really a sort of it's a story of young love, lust, desire, that bit wonderfully evocative, and at the same time the political situation, the watchers, and the watchers being watched, and her boss. She's an au pair with a family, and her boss is part of the Stasi, and gradually the split, as she grows to understand the split between the dissidents who are being watched and who she's involved with and in love with their leader, and the family she's with. And it's really what happens, the tragedy that occurs, which years and years later, or some years later, in Paris, as an older but still young woman, she makes something of her life by creating this unusual museum of broken promises. And those two stories are going back to back in the book. It is a very compelling picture of Czechoslovakia at that time, the absolute fear that everyone had, and the repression, about how the system worked. And I think she catches it very well, as she does young love and hope and vitality, and how they come together makes this an intriguing read. And so I recommend it, and I hope you enjoy it.